Good evening and welcome to the Caldwell County Board of Education, a regular monthly meeting here on April the 12th, 2021. We are happy that you are here or that you are joining us by TV or radio or whatever. We are happy to have you sharing this meeting with us tonight. First item is the invocation. And Mr. Becker was not able to be here tonight, so I'm going to do that in his place. We know that certainly spring is here, and we all have had some really beautiful days here in the last week. Spring is a time of new beginnings. It is a time of new hope. Easter has passed, our spring break has come and gone, and now we are preparing for a strong finish for the school year. Today we were back in school for all K-12 students, 4 days a week. Dr. Phipps visited numerous schools today and indicated that all was going quite well. We certainly will continue to use the protocols to ensure safety for all of our students and all of our staff. We continue to hope and pray that all goes well for the remainder of the school year. May we take a moment of silence for all of our students, families, and also all of our staff. Thank you. I'm going to continue with the agenda, which is, next item is the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'm going to call on Dr. Jeff Church to lead us in the pledge.
Please join me in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Dr. Church. Next is the approval of the agenda as an agenda in front of them at your spot at the table here. Do I hear a motion that we approve the agenda as presented?
Chairman Bill, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And motion passes. Next is the approval of the minutes and general account minutes, and we're going to do this by consent. And this is for all of the March 2021 meetings, those being a work session on March the 1st, 2021, a closed session minutes and general account from March 1st, 2021. Regular session, March 8th, 2021. And also a closed session, March 8th, 2021. And then there was a work session on March 18. So those are the minutes, and we're going to vote by consent. Do I hear a motion that we approve the set of minutes that I've just gone over?
Chairman Pennell, I make the motion to approve all March 2021 meeting minutes and general accounts. That's items 3B through 3F as presented on our current agenda.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And motion passes. Next item on the agenda is announcements, and I'm going to turn it over at this point to fellow board member, Mr. Chris Bumgarner.
Thank you, Chairman Bill. 3 items here on our announcements. April 29th, the board will do school visits at the Early College, Caldwell Applied Science Academy, Dudley Shoals Elementary, Gateway School, and Kings Creek School. Our next board work session will be May the 3rd, and the next regular board meeting will be May 10th.
Thank you. Dr. Fitch, you have some things to add?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I wanted to reiterate that our students came back K-12 on Plan A today, and we would want to ask folks to be flexible with us. This is very, very similar to starting school back at the beginning of the school year, particularly with regards to buses and cafeteria and that kind of thing, but a very smooth start, and we're very grateful that folks have been patient and helping us out. We're also starting to look at end of the year activities, and we're waiting for guidance from the governor's office to help us with that. So again, be patient and flexible as we try to make those plans with limited information, not knowing what things are going to be like in May and as we get to the end of that month. But we'll certainly keep distributed in our community. Has gone over 2 million. We're at 2,067,096 meals that have been distributed. And I think the leadership of our child nutrition department and the volunteers that have helped them has just been tremendous. As I talk about Plan A, I have to say thank you to the faculty, staff, administration. I really want to say thank you to our board, the Caldwell County Board of Education. The strength that you all have in relying on the experts in the medical field, the fact that we've got strong partnerships in our community has allowed us to make decisions that are not always without one side or the other having different feelings, but I feel like we've tried to make the best decision in the best interest of the students and the faculty that we serve, and I feel like we've been successful in doing that. But I just want to say, as we return back to closer to normal than we've been in a year, thank you all for the work that you all do and the stance that you take and the care that you have for our children and our staff members in our community. We are so grateful for that.
Thank you, Dr. Phipps. Certainly thank you and your staff for all the hard work that y'all have done in the last year. Next is honors and recognitions, and I want to call on Mrs. Libby Brown, Director of Community Relations, and she will lead us through a portion of this segment of our agenda.
Here, as a district, we value character education, and we model, we teach, and we recognize good character in every facet of education. This evening, it is our privilege to recognize the character education representatives who exemplified the character trait of cooperation, which was the character trait for the month of March. So we'll begin at the elementary school level. We would like to congratulate Ireland Wiley. Ireland is, she is a third grader at Whitnell Elementary School, and the principal is Chad Smith. Third grader Ireland Wiley is always a team player with a positive attitude no matter what. You will never find her excluding anyone from an activity, and she encourages others to follow suit and do the same. At a young age, she embodies the spirit of cooperation. So congratulations to Ireland Wiley, who is the character education representative for the month of March of cooperation. And she's from Whitnell Elementary School. So I'm not sure if she's up there, but if you're up there, wave. Hi. Do you see her?
Top center.
Top center. Would you like to say anything, Ireland?
Say thank you. Thank you.
You are welcome, and we're so proud of you. So congratulations for being an example to your classmates and your peers. East Creek School, and Melissa Costin is the principal. Caleb is always willing to collaborate and work with his classmates to complete activities and work towards a common goal. He eagerly participates in class discussions and effectively tackles whatever task is at hand, even if it's challenging. So congratulations to Caleb Triplett. And do you see Caleb? I don't know if Caleb has joined us, Caleb. And then we have the high school level, Denise Gyron. Proud of her. Denise is one of those students who is always willing to help, whether helping her peers, teachers, or others. She works cooperatively and enthusiastically to put the good of the group above her own personal interest. As an outstanding student and talented chorus member, Denise gravitates toward opportunities to work with others. Unfortunately, though, she is not here this evening. She is actually at work too, but he's joined us on the Zoom link, and he wanted me to express how proud he is of Denise. So, Craig, would you like to say anything?
At Blue Moose, and everything that you read is so true of her. So we appreciate what she's done, and very well deserved. So thank you guys for everything you do as well.
Thank you, Principal Styron, and let's give them all a big round of applause. We're proud of her accomplishments, as is Blue Ridge Energy, the sponsor for of our school level representatives, a $25 gift card. Now we're moving on to more student achievement. The National Beta Club is an organization for 4th through 12th grade in the United States. Its purpose is to promote the ideals of academic achievement, character, leadership, and service among elementary and secondary school students. Members are expected to lead by example and must follow all rules set in the Beta Club bylaws. And that includes maintaining an unweighted GPA of 3.5 or higher. So we're going to start at the elementary level. Students at Dudley Shoals Elementary participated in the virtual aspects of North Carolina Beta Convention, considering the conditions. They had the convention virtually and achieved acclaim not only for themselves, but also for their club and also for their community teacher who teaches not only in-person instruction, but she also teaches through Caldwell Connect. So Deborah, I think, is joining us this evening. And so is Ryan Cooper. Even though he has class tonight, he is also multitasking, and he is supposed to be on with us this evening as well. There's Ryan. So welcome, Mr. Cooper. And I think Deborah is on here as well. So congratulations to the following students. Academic competitions: 5th grade math, 4th place, Cooper Davis. 5th grade English language arts, that's 5th place, Isaiah Barrier. And then Kathy has provided for us some of the pictures that were sent in, so you can see some of the black and white photography, 3rd place, Madeline Hernandez. Very beautiful. Color photography, 3rd place, Aniston Jenkins. And technology received 4th place, Gabrielle Yunt. The group itself, Dudley Shoals Elementary Beta Club, won 1st place overall in the competition for portfolio. So they brought home a lot of. They weren't the only ones to bring home a win from the Beta Club convention. We're very proud of our high school participation. We'll start with High Brighton High. Courtney Wright is the principal. Congratulations to the following students. 9th grade mathematics, 2nd place, Madeline Wright. And then we also have pictures for High Brighton High School. They had Division II black and white photography, 2nd place, KEIRA Andrews. Very nice. And 2-dimensional design, 3rd place, Molly Smith. We have some very talented students. At South Caldwell High School, the Beta Club sponsor is Jonathan Hass. He is also a math teacher and a North Carolina Beta State sponsor. Philip Little is the principal. We had 15 awards brought back to South Caldwell to Spartan territory. Math, 11th grade, 2nd place, Sarah Arnold. Science, 9th grade, 4th place, Victoria Villacourt. Color photography, Division I. She was the champion, Emma Ingram. Emma's not entering. Digital art. Ava actually brought home 5 awards. Drawing Division I, 5th place, Ava Weaver. Mixed Media Division 1 third place, Ava Weaver. Painting Division 1 third place, Ava Weaver. And we also had Digital Art Division 2 fifth place, Rachel Krickner. Music and Fine Arts champion, Jaden Norman. Short Story second place, Alexa Citron. U.S. History third place, Evan Lewis. Performing Arts champion, Abby Mastravito, and we'll hear from that in just a second. We have a treat for you. On-site Drawing 1 champion, we're back to Miss Ava Weaver, very talented young lady. On-site Painting 1 third place, Victoria Villacourt. And on-site Painting, that's a lot to be proud of at South Caldwell High School. Let's give them all a big round of applause. And winning and making their school proud. So most students that I mentioned are eligible to compete at the national level, which will be a mix of in-person and virtual competition. Mr. Haas is with us. I hope he's here, little. I know you're proud of these students. Would you like to say anything?
Sure. It's awesome to see kids celebrated for their great effort, to see them celebrated for things that they love. And just when you thought we were struggling in school, here's another example that we're not, that Caldwell County is doing great things.
Thank you. And does anyone see Mr. Haas up there? Okay, well, he was going to say a few words, but he's not here to say a few words, but he was going to just say how proud he is. And he is a state sponsor this year at the state level, and he's been doing this for a minute. Now we're going to turn to sports for a minute, and it's no surprise of who we're going to recognize this evening. High Brighton High men's soccer. And I think I'd really love to showcase them if we could. Just pull them up there in the corner. It is our honor to recognize the High Brighton High men's soccer program. I'm going to give you some impressive stats here. This season, they had an overall record of 18-1, winning the conference championship. They scored 122 goals and only allowed 13 goals all year, with 14 shutouts in 19 games. The High Brighton High School men's soccer team ranked number 16 in the nation, number 2 Carolina. In the last 3 years, their record is 67 wins and 4 losses. Congratulations to the High Brighton High School men's soccer team, the North Carolina State runner-up and Western Regional champions. The team is also proud to report that the GPA for the 9 seniors graduating this year is 3.93 weighted and 3.51 unweighted. That's very impressive. Congratulations to Coach Jim Blanton, to all the team, to Principal Courtney Wright, to Denise Allen, I think, who's there also, the assistant principal at High Brighton High School.
So I just want to say that I'm really proud of this group. They've done well on and off the field, in the classroom, even as hard and tough as it's been doing this online stuff and trying to keep up and stay on top of it. They've done a real good job on the field. They represented High Brighton and Caldwell County schools as well as anybody could have asked. Individually, what I'll do is just, I guess we'll go around the room and you just say your name and raise your hand. First and last name, just start right here.
I'm Kendall Bryant. Sam Dyer. Grayson Clark. Mike Waters. Jackson Harris. Colby Roberts. Trent Allen. Solomon Hawkins. Griffin Bryson. Tyler Roberts. Ian Lane. Erwin Booth. Kevin Rivera. Miguel Garcia. Eduardo Rodriguez. JT Goodies. Alan Meza. David Franklin, Miguel Ayala, Nick Walker, Nick Albans, Palmer Tucker.
And there was a couple of guys that couldn't be here. There's some of them coaching some youth soccer teams that had practice with their youth soccer teams also. And we also have Coach Henderson, who is helping the girls soccer today. We just want to say thank you to all the support from the county, but especially from our administration. And it's been a tremendous year. We didn't quite finish where we wanted to, but I'm very proud of their efforts, and they've done a tremendous job for us.
We are so proud of you. Let's give them all a big round of applause. And to be there, all of them to be there like that this evening shows just how dedicated you are in so many different ways. And we're just so proud of you. So congratulations, and congratulations to the seniors who will be going on. And for those who will be there still at High Rock carrying on this tradition. So congratulations.
Question for you.
Yes, sir.
Didn't you say that the Abbey girl from South was gonna do something?
Yes, I did say the Abbey girl from South was going to do something. We do have a video clip,
Okay.
but we'll show that at the end. So
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
But we do have a little less than 2-minute video clip of her singing.
Okay.
So, but thank you. I appreciate that, Mr. Sims. So if we can pull that up. Okay, wrap it up.
Ms.
Okay.
Brown,
Yes, ma'am.
may I just ask, I don't know with the COVID regulations, but is there any opportunity that we could honor the soccer team as a board, as we've done in the past?
Like them come to a board meeting
No.
or actually go to the school and
Or
do
whatever.
something for them?
Whatever is appropriate.
There probably is an opportunity now with some of the rules that are relaxed. We could probably do some prepackaged food and do more like that would be doable. If Dr. Phipps concurs with that, with the, oh, and then to have all these young people there tonight, that says volumes. Okay, the National Board Certified Teachers. The National Board of Professional Teaching Standards recently notified 3 of our Caldwell County Schools employees that they had completed the highest credential in the teaching profession. So I know I saw a few of the faces earlier. So Amanda Briegel, English teacher at Caldwell Early College High School, Danielle Kazaya, counselor at Davenport A+ School, and Rachel Welty, English teacher at South Caldwell High School. They joined, and this is a very impressive number, 285 of their colleagues who have become National Board Certified while serving and teaching in the Caldwell County school system. National certification includes a demonstration of knowledge and skills through a series of performance-based assessments, teaching for learning. We're also fortunate to have, the district has, we provide assistance to our national board employees who are seeking for this renowned certification across this country. We have a National Board Certification Coordinator and beginning teacher initial candidates, which also promotes collaboration among teachers and provides a distraction-free environment to independently plan and seek answers to questions during this, we are so pleased to have 3 more of our teachers and 2 of our teachers and our counselor to join this esteemed group in the Caldwell County school system. They're highly regarded, highly respected throughout the country to receive National Board certification. So let's give a big round of applause to Amanda Briegel and to Danielle Gazaya and to Rachel Welty. So there you go. Let's give them applause. Very, very proud of you. You have eyes, do you see them? You're Amanda Briegel. I think Amanda's over here. Yes, congratulations, Amanda, from the early college. And Danielle, I'm not sure if Danielle is on.
I'm here.
Yay! Here. Yes. And
Thank you.
Okay, you are welcome. So any one of you want to say anything about the process or completing?
I'm glad I did this last year and not this year.
Sure. We understand. And we're glad it's behind you now. So I think the life of it, well, it used to be 10 years, but I think that's it's for 5 or 7 years now that the life of this certification before they have to recertify. So enjoy it, relax. We're so very, very proud of you. And Mr. Sims, I don't know if we can pull up the video, but this is a short video of one of our talented in performing arts. And then I'll turn it over to Dr. Bill Griffin to do some recognition. Yes, Ms. Edwards, did you?
Dr. Phipps, Chairman Pennell, Vice Chair Branch, members of the board. At this time, I'd like to recognize our student teachers that we had for the spring semester. Our student teachers were extremely proud of your accomplishments, and ultimately, we hope that maybe we can employ you here in upcoming days and near future. I'd like to say thank you to our lead teacher. We certainly appreciate your leadership and allowing these fine individuals to be part of our school system. So at this time, I just really like to honor and just recognize our student teachers from the many schools that they represent. Student teachers, typically we're face-to-face, and we have an opportunity to take your photo and be recognized by the board, by each of you coming up and them putting a face with a name and understanding your role that you played within our school system. But we're doing the best we can with Zoom. So thank you for your service. And I'm very sincere in that we are beginning our hiring phases, and we hope that many of you can become part of our family in the near future. So again, thank you very much. If I mispronounce your name, I apologize, but I'm going to certainly do the best I can at this point. But we'd like to recognize you at this time. Representing Appalachian State University, Brianna Jewell was at Baton Elementary. Lindsay Scarborough from Appalachian State University at Baton Elementary. Jamaica Steele at Baton Elementary, representing Appalachian State University. Alexandra Fischero, Baton Elementary from ASU. Maddie Mullins, Caldwell Early College, representing Appalachian State University. Kristen Bradley, ASU, did her student teaching at Caldwell Elementary. Megan Barlow from Appalachian State University, student teaching at Davenport Elementary. Krista Pertzborn at Davenport Elementary from Appalachian State University. Megan Clotworthy, Appalachian State at Gamewell Elementary School. Megan Hagler, Gamewell Elementary School also from Appalachian State University. Veronica Moraes from Gamewell Elementary School from Appalachian State University. Elizabeth Valoy, Gamewell Elementary School, Appalachian State. Madison Weaver, Gamewell Middle School, from Appalachian State. Rachel Barefoot, Granite Falls Elementary, from Appalachian State. Kendall Harris, Granite Falls Middle School, from Appalachian State. Kelsey Walker, Happy Valley, Appalachian State. Maxwell Miller, Happy Valley, from Appalachian State. Catherine Ward, Happy Valley, Appalachian State. Heather Boyle, English, from High Brighton High School, from ASU also. Amanda Burnison, High Brighton High School, Appalachian State. Sydney Poore, High Brighton High School, Appalachian State. Olivia Price, High Brighton High School, Appalachian State. Olivia Barrier, High Brighton High School, Lenore Ryan University. Meredith Church, High Brighton High School, Appalachian State. Caitlin Avey, Lower Creek Elementary, Appalachian State. Morgan Green, Lower Creek Elementary, Appalachian State. Jessica Hopeland Barnett, Lower Creek Elementary, Appalachian State. Lance Coffey, South Caldwell High School, ASU. Alexander McGuire, South Caldwell High School, Appalachian State. Brandon Norris, South Caldwell High School, Appalachian State University. Matea Richardson, South Caldwell High School, Appalachian State. Alexi Bowden, West Caldwell High School, Appalachian State. Emma Mowbray, West Caldwell High School, Appalachian State. And finally, Randy Pinkerton, West Caldwell High School, Appalachian State. We're certainly proud of each of you and appreciate your fine work and service to our students and faculty. Lead teachers and principals, thank you for housing these student teachers. We're grateful for the dedication and leadership that you've given them as well. And we look forward to seeing your faces, many of you around, and hopefully you can become part of our family moving forward. These are our spring student teachers.
Thank you, Dr. Griffin, and certainly thanks to each of you. It's been a tough semester to do student teaching, and we're certainly proud of you and wish you the very best. And as Dr. Griffin was saying, we hope that many of you will find a home here in Caldwell County. We think it's a great school system, and that you can help to make us even stronger. So best of everything as you proceed into the future. Thank you again. Now would be an appropriate time, unless you want to stick around for the rest of our business meeting, but thanks for being here with us tonight. So you can go have supper or watch some TV or prepare for school tomorrow. Okay, the next item on the agenda is public comment. And as of 3:30 this afternoon, we had no public comments, so we'll move along with our agenda. And I call Associate Superintendent Dr. Jeff Church to the podium.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, Dr. Phipps, I have one item for approval tonight. It is an addendum to our copy services agreement with Sistel Business Equipment Company. In this agreement, our technology department has requested that they add a feature called paper cut to our copier program, or to our copiers, which will allow us to wirelessly print to the copiers using our Chromebooks. And so that is what generated this addendum. The addendum is for 5 additional years. from the original contract. The original contract is 2018, 2023. And the cost for pricing remains the same. There is no increase in cost for copies. And the cost of this service is $5 per unit. I respectfully request approval as presented.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we approve the addendum with Sistel Business Equipment Company as presented by Dr. Church?
Chairman Bill, I make a motion to approve the addendum as presented by Dr. Church.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Church.
Dr. Church, that's a great feature to add.
We're excited. We're excited. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Bill Griffin, again, Human Resource Services Assistant Superintendent.
Chairman Pennell, Vice Chair Branch, members of the board, Dr. Phipps, have before you tonight, subject A, human resources, usual and customary informational items. These items are your information and require no action at this time. Subject B, human resources, usual and customary action items. These are our contracts. I respectfully request motion for approval of human resources, usual and customary action items this evening as presented.
Do I hear a motion that we approve the Human Resource Services usual and customary action items as presented?
Chairman Pennell, I move that we approve the usual and customary contracts and these action items as has been presented.
Is there a second? Second. Any comments? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And motion passes.
Thank you very much. Subject C is human resources, usual and customary action items. This is our substitute list. I respectfully request motion to approve the human resources, usual and customary action items substitute list as presented this evening.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we approve the Human Resources usual and customary action item as it relates to the substitute list?
I make a motion to approve the action item substitute list as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And motion passes.
Thank you. And finally, this evening, subject D are April board transfers for school year 2021-22. Total transfers being requested is 1,323. Transfers recommended board approval this evening, 1,323. Transfers not recommending board approval, 0. Total board approval for the 21-22 school year is 1,323. I respectfully request a motion to approve the April board transfers for 2021-22 as presented this evening.
Mr. Chairman, can I make a comment before we do that? I think it's important to note that we continue to monitor our numbers of enrollment. And as Branch asked a question about schools being open and closed, we have to continually look at how many students are accepted and what our enrollment numbers look like. So at any point in time, we may come back to you and tell you that we've got additional schools that are closed. So this will be kind of a moving target as we go through, particularly when we're trying to figure out what our real numbers are going to be moving into the fall. So just be aware of that. What's open today may not be open in later in April or May.
Isn't the enrollment, the transfer period just about over? We said that had to be.
There are extenuating circumstances.
Well, I mean, other than extenuating circumstances, the open enrollment period is.
Do I hear a motion that we approve the April board transfers for 2021-22 as presented by Dr. Griffin?
I'll make the motion to approve the transfers.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, I'm going to recuse myself since I have a relative who is involved. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
That's all I have this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Griffin. I'd like to call on our Chief Financial Officer, Mr. David Johnson.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, board members, and Dr. Phipps. At the April work session, I broke down the numbers in detail for the county appropriation request. This information is due to the county by May 15th. Information reflects a 2% salary increase for our local payroll and the matching benefits associated costs. The total for the request would be $275,153. And like I said, that is an impact based on our local budget for fixed cost increases for the nearly 100 employees that we currently have. The $275,153 is acceptable. I'd like to request that to my motion and approval, and I'll send that to the county commissioners this week.
Not that that's a request, that's an increase to the current amount for the total request.
That's correct, an increase of $275,153.
I make a motion.
Go ahead.
I make a motion that we approve the local request for the increase of $275,153 to our
Is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
Any comments or questions? I think explained that to us. Any other comments? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Appreciate it. Dr. Phipps.
You have 4 items. 10A is the 2021-2022 Caldwell Early College and Caldwell Applied Sciences Academy calendar. This has been up for public review and comment, and now I'm seeking your approval. I'd like to respectfully request that approval at this time.
I hear a motion that we approve the 2021-2022 Caldwell Early College and Caldwell Applied Sciences Academy calendars as has been presented.
Chairman Bill, I'll make a motion to approve the 2021-2022 Caldwell Applied Science Academy and Early College calendar as presented.
Is there a second?
I second the motion.
Does anyone have any questions or any comments? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. Item 10B deals with the contract for our website and our handheld mobile app redesign. And associated with that is a very comprehensive communications tool and package that we have. We're currently working with Blackboard. This would increase the features that are available. I'm really excited about what our parents would have guardians at their fingertips when we get this finished, and just the refreshing view of an updated website. But you all have had a chance to review this, and we just respectfully request a 3-year approval for this contract with Blackboard.
Do I hear a motion that we approve the contract with Blackboard for the Blackboard website and app redesign for a 3-year period?
I move that we approve the contract with Blackboard website and app design.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any additional comments or questions? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. Item 10C is the North Carolina School Board Association Spring 2021 Board Policy Manual revisions. And these are the revisions that are part of that policy customization process that we subscribe to. These are there because of legislative action or other requirements that policies be updated. In some cases, it requires new policies, but I'd like to request that we put these up for a 30-day public review period.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we place the North Carolina School Board Association Board Policy Manual revisions out for a 30-day public comment period?
Chairman Bill, I'll make a motion to place the School Board Association Spring 2021 Board Policy revisions on public comment.
Is there a second? Second. Any comments? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. The final item is item 10D. This will be the revision of our board meeting calendar. And the reason there's a need to look at this is the early college is going to be holding their graduation on that same night. And it's at 5 o'clock in Hickory at Crawdad Stadium. And we can't do both. And we feel like it's important for us to be there. So I reached out to you all and asked how you felt about it. We'd like to start our board meeting that day at 2 p.m. to allow us to have time to transact whatever business needs to be taken care of, and then allow us the adequate amount of time to be able to travel and be there to participate in their graduation. So again, respectfully requesting your permission and approval to change the meeting time of the May 10th, 2021 board meeting. This will be the regular May meeting from 6 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay, do I hear a motion that we approve the start time change of our May 10th, 2021 meeting from its normal time to 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
I move that we make the proposed change to the May 10th board.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Do I hear a motion that we go into closed session?
Chairman Kendall, I move that we convene to closed session to discuss confidential personnel matters and to consult with the board attorney to preserve the attorney-client privilege as listed on the agenda.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. So we will be in closed session, and I do not expect any action to be taken when we reconvene here. So we will excuse ourselves for the closed session. Okay, I don't have any additional information. Does anyone else have any additional information they want to share at this point? Hearing none, do I hear a motion we adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? We are adjourned. And see you.